So in this video, very quick, 4 trades on my live trading session in our xBrat teams. Check out the link below to learn more about the teams. 1 trade was already done. Can't get the timing right always for these live sessions. And then there was 3 live trades on there. 2 winners, 1 break even. Great trading day. Just less than an hour before CPI data came out. But check out this video. And one of the big takeaways here is patience. Really, but I'm in a trade now, so I thought I would crack on. And this is being recorded. So I'm in an oil trade that started with a type 3 sell back here. It did come up to test this resistance zone, which is from the Guardian zones. Didn't take out the stop, took the heat, but that zone held. We then pushed down through quite a lot. Took profit on one of the contracts. This is a 3 contract trade. The trading stop now is at risk free, and we're just pulled back against that initial move. We are, we're away from any data at the moment. Also on longer term, I'm in on an MYM trade. So MYM, why I'm trading it is we have a new user, and he asked me to look at MYM, and I'm looking at the 133 tick on Heikin Ashi. So when we look at the settings here on Heikin Ashi, you've got lots of options here, not just the minutes and the days. You've got tick and volume as well. So what Heikin Ashi does is an averaging. So what it does is smooth things out. And what we have here, we had a great type 2, type 1 buy. I missed the earlier trade, which was this trade down here, where the trading stop is still pushing through. So I'm using that trailing stop down to manage the trade, and I'm now risk free. So you just okay. I'm now risk free on that. It's just moving that manually. So that's a longer term trade. The main thing is for me here, if I just go big on this a second, we had a nice move up to the target zone 2, and then pulled back. Hasn't taken the stop out, and now we are sort of consolidating around that zone 2 level. So there's a lot of call with the slingshot to just trade to zone 2 and load up the contracts. But I've run 5 contracts MYM, and this is just really to help those that trade the MYM, and especially sort of introducing this new with the Heikin Ashi, this Heikin Ashi tick chart, 133 ticks, works extremely well. So that is now risk free, locking in a nice bit of profit there. So the next thing really is we're still in this. I'm still in this short on oil, risk free, taking the 1 contract there, and obviously there's a little bit in that MYM trade. So I'm only going to trade oil today. I am going to look at copper as well, but I'm only going to share this one screen, and I'll if I have a copper trade, I'll bring it over and tell you why I'm going to trade. Also today is more about testing, so I've downloaded the brand new and up-to-date version of NinjaTrader. So for me, I needed to test a couple of things. So we've updated the slingshot trading indicator to have audible signals. So I'm testing those today, and there's a log on there as well. So if I bring the log over, it will show you xBrat slingshot alert, type 2 cell signal CL01424, blah, blah, blah. So what happens is that there's an alert, but if you've got a lot of screens and a lot of different time frames, charts and things, you need to be able to have a quick look on the log and see where that is. I'm testing that today, but also there's a newer version of the Guardian zones, which I'm also testing on that updated version of NinjaTrader. For me, I've done the testing for about 4 hours this morning. I'm very happy with everything. So right now, I've told the developer to get the protected versions out so we can get it out this week for those new up-to-date versions that I know work with the up-to-date version of NinjaTrader. So I've got the roller coaster as well on this. I've got both the longs and shorts disabled on this because I'm already in a trade. The problem with HG at the moment, I'll bring that over, is that we've had, I've lost it. Where did it go? Don't say I pressed the wrong button. I'll bring that one over. Problem with dragging and dropping. I'll bring the other one over without closing the bloody thing. So with HG, we've been stuck in a bit of a range. There's been some roller coaster trades, and but I haven't taken any. I need to break out of this range really. So this support that's just formed here is only short term because we've had 2 pivots here that form. But if we look left, at some stage there was another pivot here. So now it's countered those, and that is short term support. We are risk free on this anyway on the oil trade. I'm annoyed I just closed that chart set down. There it is. So this is a little trade I did earlier on HG, the long on the on here. Again, it hit the target 3, so we had contracts taken off here and at target 2, and then at target 3, and then it left the rest run on the trailing stop. So the reason I like this one is there was a lot of fresh air to the next zone. I was all green on the buyer steps heat map. Everything was really good. And again, I can't tell you when the markets are going to behave in such a way that I can trade. I just trade. I've got an hour now before I have to go and have dinner and then go out for my evening golf society league because it's night golf, floodlit golf. So at the moment I'm using testing the xBrat slingshot auto trader, and right now we're all red, but if this pulls back we'll be shorting into support, so that is not switched on right now. Hence, most likely we won't be trading. I do also have the VWAP Predator on there as well. And then on my other screens, I have the range breakout and everything like that as well. So I'm using that confluence strategy that I talk about in my book a lot. Always have done, always will do. It's not just one specific strategy. It's about getting that confluence of different time frames, different strategies, support resistance zones to give you confidence that it's really going to run and the flow is going in the direction it needs to. So this trailing stop will not move yet, really, until we get down through this support. So it's going quite slow at the moment. If copper comes down much further, we'll get a breakout of this range as well. So that's something to keep an eye on. And supports 3790, 379. Yeah, that might make sense. So with the YM trade, this is not auto, so I need to adjust this slightly as the trade starts to move. So now we're at this low pivot. Now we're into the land where if it comes back to test this low, we will be taken out. But we just have to follow this. This has been a great move during started from yesterday really, and it's gone through all the overnight session, coming through the European morning, had a big lift ups, pulled back, and we're still going very well. We do have data, got CPI later at 8:30 a.m. EST, so I'm going to be out all trades by then because that's when I'm finishing and having dinner and going to play golf. Don't want to get involved in the data today. One of the important things for me is when you're trading is to keep your screens clean. So if I show you around some of my screens, there's one screen where there's all chats and the Teams chat and everything like that. But this is my center screen that you can see is on right now. So that's the one directly in front of me. Then I'm going to go and share the one to the right of me. Okay, so this one is my copper screen, if you like, one of my copper screens. So I have the VWAP Predator, I have the Slingshot and the roller coaster there. Okay, roller coaster is on the 38 tick Heikin-Ashi because I'm testing that at the moment. We've got Unirenko on the Slingshot on the top right, and then I've got a 3-minute Heikin-Ashi on the VWAP Predator. One thing you can't see, in fact, I don't know whether you can, is the big vertical screen, which is a 55-inch screen to my right, also has a copper screen on there with slightly different time frames and with the xBrat algo, the VWAP Predator, and the range breakout. Let me see if I can share that one actually. So stop sharing, share. Oof. Okay, I don't know how this is going to look on a monitor because it's a vertical screen, but we'll see. You'll have to tell me how it looks. But that's my vertical monitor. So it's 55-inch monitor on its side with 3 chart sets. I've got the the 4 indexes that are all looking positive at the moment. The top, HG in the middle, and oil at the bottom. And then above me, I have, I've got to find it now. So above me, I have my ZS and ZN. Don't trade them very often, but when I get a signal, if it's good, I'll take it. And then I have my CL VWAP Predator, okay, which is basically is to help me with those 2 CL charts that you saw on the center screen. We'll go back to there, but I also have my HG range breakout as well there. That's an automated trading strategy, so I don't need to look at that all the time. And then to the left of me, I have, so at the moment I have the YM trade that I'm in, okay, and again, because I've got to adjust that a little bit at a time. And then I have gold at the moment because I'm messing around with a few settings there. So just trialing. Basically, this has just helped me trialing the different sounds for type 3, type 2, and all that sort of thing. So that's there. So let's go back to the middle screen. The other screens I've got chats and things on. So let's go back to the main screen. Okay. So oil's gone flat. I am still going up. One of the things I have, the reason why I have the screens on the right there, and one of them is the four indexes, because that's one of my barometers. I talk about it a lot in the apprenticeship in the book, and there's things that I use there to understand how the markets are behaving together. I mean, the confluences are in unison with the indexes. If I get sector rotation, I understand what's going off with one of those that's out of sync. I can walk away or just step away from other trading until these get back aligned again. It's not as simple as that, but again, that's the basis of it. Excuse me a second. Okay. So short still in on gold, long still in on MYM. Copper seems to have found support at the moment. The oil is actually inside the range from the oil opening pip range from yesterday. That's why we've gone a little sideways right now. So if I could bring that over on this chart here. So this is yesterday's oil pit opening range, and that's where we're in right now. I think if it does push out of yesterday's opening range, these other two targets will get taken, and that last target is right at that confluence of support zones there. So very, very strong. This short-term support has to go through first, and then we'll be pretty good to go. You'll have to bear with me. My publisher keeps we only launched the book yesterday, and she keeps pinging me. I think. Nice push up on the indexes right now, all going the same direction. The MYM trade again is looking very good for those that have just joined. I'm using a Heikin-Ashi tick chart here, 133 tick with the slingshot, extremely good. I did miss this. This trade was from yesterday, this type 1 buy, and the trading stops have already gone through. You see with the type 1 and type 2 buys this morning that I took, and this is what I'm using now to manage this trade with the target up there at the target zone. So that's in, and the reason I'm doing that is good because we got a new user that actually said, can I use 133 tick on xBrat algo and all the other stuff, and they said yes, but it has to be Heikin-Ashi tick because they're averaging candles. If you've got any questions, guys, put them in the chat. Okay, we've pushed through there now. It's 25 ticks. I'm looking at $1,500 profit so far today with the one HG trade I took earlier. Again, I'll remind you of that one. Took slingshot, bouncing, 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 all green down below, type 1 buy, boom, target 2, target 3, and then the rest of the contracts taken off there. Right now, we're mixed on there, so I'm not interested in copper right now. Copper's always better earlier in the day for me. So at the moment, just concentrate on the oil. We're getting more volume coming in on MYM to the upside. Their manager's telling me that because it's printed the candle green. So that tells me that it's got more volume than this previous candle. So if that candle closes strong, there is a good, there's a good chance that this is going to continue to move because we've got some good sort of volume into that candle there. You can see now the trailing stop has moved automatically because I'm using the auto trader here. So it's moved automatically now to lock in more profits. So it's locked in 20 ticks right now. So initially this trade, I'm gonna have to go big here to show you, was a type 3. So we didn't have set targets with a type 3, we meant it's a trend failure. So the way I've put this strategy together, the strategy builder, is to go through when it goes through certain ticks to adjust. So if I just go to the strategies now, so basically, once it's gone through 15 ticks, stop loss goes to 2. Once it's gone through 25 ticks, the stop loss goes to 10, and that's where we are right now. When it goes through 30 ticks, the stop goes to 20. So this is with the type 3 trade. Okay, I've got 3 contracts on here. The first contract was taken off at the first target that I put on for this trade. Sorry, here. So I put the first target. Target 1 was 20 ticks. Okay. Target 2 is 40 ticks. Target 3 is 50 ticks. Okay. And we're going to run with those trading stops as well. So just cancel that. We're locking in a bit more profit now on this type 3 trade. MYM's pushing well. The reason why I've got this roller coaster off, because if it breaks this here, and it'll put a long order on, and we don't go long at the same time as we're going short, it'll just close the trades. So when you're using automated trading, automated strategy builders, you need to be present. You can't just fire and forget these sort of things. Another pullback zone here. very neutral on the bias on copper, no trade there. I'm not giving back some good earnings from this morning. So we just had a candle change. Now this is important for me, is I've got to keep adjusting this trading stop. So we did say that that candle was higher volume than the previous one, but look, it rejected the highs. So we need to be vigilant on this. The manager ribbon's still green, fine. I hope you heard that. That was an alert on the new slingshot trading indicator. Let me see where it was from. It was the type 2 sell on oil. So I don't know whether you heard that or not. Can you let me know in the chat if you heard that, oil? But that basically alerts me there was another signal. This is looking pretty good. So remember, trading is boring. Okay, I've been doing this a long time. I've traded copper this morning. There's no trades in copper now. I've switched to oil because it's getting a little bit more. The MYM one is just a trial. It's not. It's on a time frame where it's so easy to manage. There's no stress at all. It's a 133 tick Fibonacci chart, and we're talking. I got in this trade at 0,300, which was the London Open, by the way. Again, using that confluence strategy, and it's now 0.74. This has been in a long time. So there's no stress in this type of trade, but I'm not going to look at any more. I'm not going to look at EF. I'm not going to look at NQ. I don't trade them, so there's no reason for me to look at that. My trading day at the moment, we've got unrealized profit in this trade at the moment, but total P&L so far is $1,440, so it's not bad. We had the 1HG trade, which was good, really great trade. I've shown you that already. If you're watching the replay, go and have a look back. And then we are in the MYM trade and we're in the oil trade. Don't need to do anything else right now. So again, on oil, see how that short-term support that we told you about has now disappeared. The software has recognized the support's been broken. It's only short-term support, so it's taken it off the chart. These are automated support and resistance zones called guardian zones, okay? One thing that we can do is, even with the automated strategy here, is we can look at, if we break this pivot here and start to move down, and we're still not there with that trailing stop with the automated strategy, I can adjust it manually just to above this pivot, but I'd still like to get through and close below this 70.81 to be sure that that pivot's the highest point in which it can go, because it's still bounced off here. So I just want to give it plenty of room. The whole idea of trading is not to do 10 trades a day, it's to do 2 or 3 when the market conditions are right and give them room to breathe. As long as you're risk free, when you get the runners, they will make the profit that you need. Right at the bottom of that oil pit opening range from yesterday now. We're right near the bottom. We've got to push through there, really. Oof. YM's taken a big move up, big move. So it's testing these previous highs right now. I've got my limit order at the third target. That's where we are right now, but that's took a nice move up. Can this candle hold? I would really dearly like it to turn green and show me there's more momentum, more volume, and we can discount that rejection at the rejection of the highs. But that's a nice move. Let's see if we can beat there. At this moment in time, I'm just adjusting that stop manually. It's pushing again right now. We've got the NASDAQ pushing strong, ES pushing strong. Obviously, YM, you can see here, the Russell's pretty flat, but it's still got on an up candle right now. This move down and oil's taking its time. We've got about 45 minutes to go until I have to stop. Okay, I'm not going to bring it over, but we just had another candle change on YM, so I'm just adjusting the trailing stop to match the trailing stop position. Very range bound copper right now. I needed a signal lower in the range. I'll bring the chart over again. So the signal I took was after we'd bounced, come back and bounced again, and then we were all green, and we got a signal low enough to get fresh air. Right now, we're looking at a trend failure, but it has not tested the support, so I will not take that trade, purely because fresh air is okay, but with a trend failure, even though you can go without the bias depth heat map in your favor because you're looking for a trend failure, we didn't test the support. It's higher, so I'm not interested. So for me, copper's not tradable the rest of the day at the moment. Copper's just gone above the VWAP. There was no signal though. Along with this range just causing too much problem at the moment. I've just took some good profit on one contract. We've got more profit locked in with the other two now. We've got 10 ticks, that's 200 bucks, so not too bad, but we really do need to press through. 70, 78 really is what we need to get through and close below that. For me, when we talk about these opening ranges, see how it came down, push up to test the top of it, then eventually we're trying to come back down through. Are very, very strong, these opening ranges, and the indicator is a pretty cool tool. So this is always my go-to. That defines helps me define the operational landscape. I call it in my book, is understanding what's going off with this particular instrument. Yesterday's opening range will always be significant. And a little bit of volume as well on oil. I'm looking on my other charts. The closer we get to CPI data, the less people want to put on the line. So volume will start to struggle a little bit. This is why I don't mind trading the London Open in the day. I don't mind trading that early pre-market. Again, we can show that a lot of those US indexes are tradable from that London Open during that morning. That's when they gather some really good momentum. It's slow, it's steady, it's easy to trade. And you haven't got that US data that's going to upset the apple cart. You've got European data that can sort of get that move going, but at the end of the day, it's nowhere near as volatile as US data. Oh, there we go. So I can actually move this down now. I'm going to move it just above that pivot there, okay? Because it's broken this bottom pivot. So this really now is locking in a little bit more profit for me, really. I think what I'll do also is understand that when it gets to this type 2 sell target 2 zone, it could be a little bit of a pullback. But if it doesn't and it starts to print the trailing stop on this particular signal, I will be more aggressive with that trailing stop right now to lock in more profit. My targets are there. Let's see where we are with that range. It's trying to break through. This is really good. We get a close on this 10-minute candle, which is it's 9 minutes away. So this is a long time to go. This could reject still, but it's trying to break through. This is a good thing. RTY's turn around. YM's turning around a little bit as well. Nasdaq seems reasonably strong. Yes, it's turned around a little bit now. I think we're going to get another pullback right now. So we're at target 2 of this recent type 2 sell. Again, the target 2 club, the slingshot, will have taken profit here right now if they'd have taken this type 2 sell in and out really quickly. What I'm looking for now is push down to here. I want this trailing stop to print off. Now, the target 2s are fib overlays, so they're fib extensions or retracements, and where they sort of converge, these are our target zones, and pullback zones are used in a similar way. We're just looking for this to break down through here, start printing here, and start to really get aggressive with this. But if it doesn't, we're going to leave it where it is. There's the pullback at target 2 for the stall. NQ's gave up its move up as well. The highs of the London highs since the London Open, like here with YM formed a double top. Sorry, bring the chart over. I'm talking about charts not even on screen. So I'm locked in profit here, and this double top is an issue. My trailing stop is below that pivot anyway, and so we just got to be mindful and just keep an eye on all of those other indexes right now. No big volume move down, just people taking profit really. So part of the confluence strategy here was that we had the VWAP predator sell. We had the type 3 sell there that we originally got into all at the same time, really. And it's about that confluence of strategies, totally different market type of strategies that rely on different things. VWAP is more to do with volume and price action, with Slingshot's more to do with fibs. It's more to do with pullbacks, extensions, points of control. So it's totally different strategy. But when there's a confluence between them, that gives us more confidence that we can actually trade in that direction. So it just started to print now that trailing stop, but I'm not happy. I wanted it to push through here. It's not. So I'm just going to see what it does around this trailing stop. So I'm not going to be in too much of a rush to adjust that trailing stop right now. We've got 16 ticks locked in with 2 contracts. We took 1 contract off down here at 70.87. So we're still looking pretty good. Copper's gone flat. That will go flat now to the CPI data. Hi, Lonnie. Okay. So quick recap. I took a trade earlier on copper and did very well on it. And now that's gone sideways. I'm in a short with oil with the type 3 failed to sell after it tested this resistance. 1 contract's off. The other 2 contracts are locked in just above this pivot, locking in profit for the other 2. And I'm in an MYM longer-term trade that's been in 4 hours now with a Slingshot with a 133 tick Heiken-Ashi. See, if I was too aggressive taking to this trading stop, it would be out right now. I've not got a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen, but I always see that this target 2. Remember the pullback zones we have on the Slingshot. Target 2 is the probability. So when we find 85% that's going to hit target 2, that's target 2 is the one. So it was always going to be a bounce off that area. So I'm just looking now that it doesn't break this previous pivot. If so, it doesn't matter. I've got quite a lot of money locked in there anyway. You just have to see. So I've got about half an hour left before I finish. I will not be trading through data. And I have my night golf league on a Tuesday. So I'll try and do at least one more this week as well, because I'm testing the new the big update for NinjaTrade, and so far there's been no issues. We'd already looked at it before I've changed. The developer did to do some changes to the Guardian zones, which will be out for everybody this week, hopefully. And the new audible alerts have been added to the Slingshot trading indicator. I've been testing those, and they work very well. 3 different sounds. You can change the sounds if you want, and it also comes up on the log as well. So that's really cool. You can see here on the log, xBrat slingshot alert, type 1 sell CL 024, type 2 sell 0 on CL. Okay, we go back a little further. Type 3 buy signal CL, type 3 sell signal GC. So they're all in the logs. If you are trading on multiple time frames or instruments, you just need, okay, so that's been taken out, profit's been taken because that actually went right up again. What I'm interested in now is if it does come back down, I want to short on the roller coaster. So I've just enabled that as well. At the moment, the long's in on the roller coaster and it's locking in profit, but I'm not taking that trade because I never take opposing trades. I can knock that off now on the shorts. We just had another slingshot on ZS. Okay, so just had an alert on ZS for a short, for a type 3 sell breaking there. I just need to trade that. Just going to put that in there now. I was too slow on there. Positions. I'm just going to put that above there at the moment. And I'm going to put this target down there. Okay. So it gave me the audible alert for type 3, and that alert is a bully. So I'm just going to put the trading stop above there at the moment. Just going to leave that to play out. Don't trade that very often. So got an alert there, broke down through. So one of the reasons why I take it, I'm not saying it's going to take off, but we had a pullback zone in the 30-minute zone and it failed. Okay. For me, that's a really good sign. I know we're mixed here on the biotech team map, but we do have that failure type 3 sell, and we got some fresh air down to this point here. I can be very aggressive with the stop and put it above this pivot. I just want to give it a little room to begin with. ZS does not move that fast, but that's a good sign. The roller coaster's broke now, this long move. There's going to be no slingshot signal now. There's no pullback and I'm not interested in the long, so I've switched that off. I've just got to adjust the stop now on MYM to this point here. Okay, so I've adjusted the stop a little bit more. That's pushing back up again, and so are all the other indexes. So everything's going in the same direction, which is good. Pivot to potential entry, still good, decent risk reward. Okay, so that's in. That trade is in. The execution was really, really slow there. Another signal, I hope you heard it. That was a buy on gold, but it's near resistance, so I'm not going to ignore that. The buy signals just come up for oil, but I haven't got the buy step heat map. Hope you can hear those alerts. If you let me know in the chat, that would be great. This version will be coming out pretty soon. Leave shorts on there. You see, I was talking earlier how yesterday's oil pit open did act as support. Okay, that confluence cannot be ignored. Okay, and it's one of the really important strategies that you should have in your chart as well, is understanding that it helps you define that operational landscape, and that is very, very important. So the MYM trade's been in 4 or 5 hours now. But it's really good with the slingshot to have this for indexers during the European morning. Is have this 133 tick Heikin-Ashi, really strong. When it moves, obviously we're going flat here, but once we got that type 1 buy yesterday, that's continued all the way through, pulled back, and we got a type 1, type 2 buy today. Now locking in profits. It's hit target 2 a couple of times now. I've got the target there at 3. I'm looking for a runner. Anybody got any questions while you've got me here? I'm here for another 25 minutes before we're going to have dinner. Use the chat, please. There's a chat function there. You can hear me, can't you?
Yeah, I can hear you. I cannot find the chat.
Okay. It should be up above here. If you've got a similar screen to mine, you should be able to see the chat here, or it's actually in. There's a chat function in the actual team itself. Go down to this point here, and there should be. You can reply just here where the meeting's live. So we did get an order, but it got cancelled there, moved too fast. So the software's sort of saved any sort of slippage and things like that. I'm interested in copper right now. So we're doing pretty good on the ZS trade, about 175 bucks in profit right now. Okay. Type 3 sell. Remember, we had the pullback zones in the 30-minute zone. Okay, they then failed, and we got the type 3 sell. So I took that, and we're pushing down towards the target there. My target is only at this recent support. I'll just put it at the top actually. I'm looking really for, and again, I was alerted to that, and everybody that got the slingshot trading indicator will get the new version this week because we've got the audible alerts on now, and it goes into the log as well. So I was actually alerted to that particular trade. I was a little bit late in, to be honest. So it is what it is, but I'd like to get risk-free as soon as I can. So it's going to keep an eye on that one up above. Not interested in shorts on the roller coaster now, so it's going to go into support. Oil's had its day for me today as well. Currently sitting around 1,400 bucks profit, so it's not a massive day for me, but it's been okay. For those that have just joined, I had a good trade on copper this morning. So we had multiple tests of this support. We came back, pulled back down, got a type 1, type 2 buy. We were in. We contracts off at target 2, target 3, right at the resistance zone, and then it took out the trading stop at this point here. So it's a good trade. That was the biggest trade of the day. So I always do more contracts on copper because it's my thing. But right now there's no trading opportunities because we're just stuck in the middle of this range. And then we've had oil, good oil trade that we've just seen here that I took the type 3 sell signal and we're going through. So what I'm going to do now is, it's pointless me trying to get in a trade here a short. There's a confluence here. Let's take the weekly and the daily off. There's a confluence of 60, 30 and 15 minutes all there. So I'm not going to short into that support. I'm not interested at all. Just going to adjust the trailing stop again. I just got a candle change on MYM. Just do that off screen. Now, I'd be interested in a long on the roller coaster on oil if we can get it in the next couple of bricks here. It goes against the bias, but the roller coaster looks for those roller coaster type movements, stochastic MACD cross, and I'm looking for this support to hold and it to move back up again. Another signal there. That was CL type 2 sell. That's the one that just appeared there. Okay. But again, I'm not interested in that. There's not a great deal of fresh air there. That support has gone now because it's pushed through. So I'm going to just take the longs off there. Copper's come to test support. We're around still at 175 bucks profit on the ZS trade right here. Make that 200. So I've gone 2 contracts. So it's $25 a tick. Too late into this one. I had to do a market order because we had the trend failure and the breakthrough of the support resistance. So I just had to really go there. So we're back at $200 profit again right now. I don't want to give much away that I've gained today. What time we've got? We've got data out in 18 minutes. I'm going to hang around just for the data to come out and then I'm going to close up, guys. Okay. I've got my weekly night golf league tonight. I hope you've all bought my book. I'm going to put it in the chat. Find the link first. Just came out yesterday. Another signal. Was that for, let's have a look at the log. Type 1 buy on gold. Yeah, I'm not going to trade this close. And we've got the gold pit open soon, but type 1 buy on gold, that was the alert that alerted me to that there. Again, the reason I got gold on is purely just to check these alerts. Yeah, 135 on Unarenco for oil. And roller coaster, yes. And I use it for copper on the slingshot, but copper on the roller coaster is a 38 tick 38 tick Heikenhashi. Right, what I'm interested in on the roller coaster now is a long. We've got time. Yeah. So if it does hold in this support and turn back up again, I'm interested in the long on the roller coaster. It's got to it's got to test this. So I'm just going to actually switch it off for a second until we're in it now. So we're in the support now. What I'm looking for here is basically a reversal and coming back up with the roller coaster and getting a signal. Higher than average volume coming through on the MYM onto the upside, so that's good. Although NQ is stalling, it may drag the rest down. Goes much deeper, I can't trade it because the entry will be still inside the range. Just adjusting the MY again, it's pushed through brilliant. So on the MYM, we've pushed through this previous pivot. We've got new highs now, but this candle has to close above there. Okay, and we've got that profit target at target 3. So this has been a very, with day trading, you still need to be patient. It's not about getting 10 trades in an hour. Okay, I started this trade at the London Open, 0300 hours, which is midday for me. Okay, and we are now talking 8 to 16. Okay, 5 hours I've been in this trade. It's about being patient. I took one copper trade, got the oil trade, I'm happy. Right. Also, what I'm going to do right now is adjust the stop to break even on this ZS trade. Why? Because it's got a strong correlation with the indexes and I don't want to be losing money here. So I need to be out anytime now. Okay, I'm out. I didn't want to take the risk on that one because if these indexes start pushing, the ZS will push up and it's not worth the risk. Again, we're coming into data, starting to get those positions emptied. And oil could turn around with the indexes here, especially if NASDAQ keeps going. So with MYM, I'm going to adjust the stop again to here. And I am not, because I need to be out before data. My wife is cooking dinner right now, and then I'm going to play golf. I need to be out for data. So we got 8:18. The perfect solution here would be to hit target 3. Okay, and for me, trialing this 133 tick hike and actually very, very important for indexes. Something that I'm really looking for, especially when we get the runners. I'm not after instant gratification. I'm after longer term runners. And again, trying it with MYM because it's totally brand new to me is a sensible thing to do rather than put 5 contracts of YM on. Want to be sensible here. Okay, if we don't get a roller coaster long in the next 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to switch that off as well. Oil pit opens in a second. Oh, here comes my 28 kilogram English bulldog. baby. Just that trading stop again. I'm going to switch off longs for this now. It's trying to push down deeper. What we got now? I'll just give it, see if the gold pit open makes a difference. I don't think it will. It was pushing down quite a bit. No, I'm going to take that off. It's not worth the risk this close now. So all I'm left is with the MYM really. Again, it's a slow trade. You can load the contracts up, take it to target 2. But we designed these trading stops for a reason. Designed to take standard profit taking pullbacks, and that's what's happening right now. 77 ticks so far on this trade. And they're not out yet. There's only 3 out, and they are, bear with me, the slingshot's not out yet, not until next year. The others will be on here. Okay, so you've got the range breakout automated trading strategy. You've got the roller coaster and the xBrat algo, and the slingshot will be added to it next year. Okay, we're just about to hit target. Boom, there we go. Target 3 hit. I'm out of all trades. Okay, this was a perfect trade. It was about patience. It was about the perfect setup. The confluences involved in this, and I'm going to go through them now. But yes, so what MYM is a perfect setup. And those that are using xBrat algo or even the slingshot, this 133 tick Heikin-Ashi is brilliant. So if you go into your data series, click on Heikin-Ashi, and then you've got options for volume, tick, second minute work. Go to tick, put it on 133. This is brilliant for those indexes. Really, really strong. And it did what it said on the tin. Didn't panic on this pullback. Understood this was all lower than average volume with the manager here. And then we pushed up and hit target 3. And that's where my target was for the day. So I am actually finished for the day. I made $1,374. It's been a slow day, but it always is before major data. But it's a bit of pocket money. It's very good. Any questions before I go, guys? That's me finished trading for the day.
Yeah, no questions. Just thank you.
Okay. Hopefully I'll try and get another one in this week, and then I'm off for Christmas. Okay, so I'll be back in the new year.
Okay,
So great.
Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you very much, and you too. I'm looking forward, because of the book has been the bane of my life for the last 6 months, and it's out. I can actually relax now, so that's really good. So guys, take care, and I'll try and put another session in later on this week. Okay, so just watch out for it.
Thanks again.